I'm a songwriter.
Right.
And when I write songs, I let people hear them. I think I probably should have done about 5 or 6 albums less, but it just comes out of me, man. And then initially it was because I had such a huge contract at Universal. I had to fulfill it to get out of
one
it.
of them?
Everybody. My
Had a
first
20 album deal.
Yeah.
We just had a couple of things we need to talk about on the contracts.
Yes, about his contract.
What about his contract?
Hey, what's up? It's your man Brian McKnight, and you are watching Thisis50.com.
And then we start back at one.
Be video bombing me, bro.
Oh, sorry. Brian, what's happening, man? How you doing?
I'm good. What's up?
Hey, I went to both of your shows this past weekend. I had 2 dates. I had one for the 7 o'clock show, and I had one for the 9 o'clock show. It was phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yeah, you killed that, man. I was really impressed when you had the big girl on the first show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, Brian like big girls. He doing the whole big girl trick.
I can't really tell you the philosophy behind why that is. Well, I can. Look, pretty girls usually get all the breaks.
Okay.
And when I bring a girl on stage, it's not for me.
Right.
It's I'm assuming from what they've told me that their fantasy is to be sung to by somebody, and maybe they're not the ones that usually get sung to.
Right.
So I'm trying to do something that people wouldn't normally do.
Right.
Now, they're beautiful women of all shapes and sizes, and but I'm like pretty much most guys. I like something hot and sexy.
Right.
That is hot and sexy to someone.
Right.
And
if I was a fat dude, I would have liked her. Now on the first show, she was cool. She was cool.
We
cool.
cannot get into this conversation.
I'm sorry, man. I apologize. You're right. Now that I think about it, that don't work for you.
I have too many philosophies about different things. I don't know how to be quiet.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Hey, I seen. You was in the R&B beef and everything, man.
Was I?
Yeah. With Tank had a lot to say about, you know what I'm saying, you make the pussy work song and whatnot.
And then the way he was singing, it was like, it just didn't sound right. It didn't sound like normally, like most of the songs, I think he probably was listening to Up with his kids and figured, I can do the R&B version of that.
Right.
You can, because that's not really how you talk to a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't get into beefs like that. People want to say what they want to say. Especially
I think it's
when
just the competition of it. You know what I'm saying?
Is there a competition?
I think you guys secretly have competitions between each other, and y'all try to outdo each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, if I was going in front of you, I'd take my shirt off and try to fuck your show up.
I didn't know you was a police officer, and just don't taking all my money. I'm broke again, a motherfucker.
But listen to what you said. You didn't even realize what you said.
What'd I say?
That the operative thing is if you're going in front of me,
Right.
then obviously I'm the headline.
Right.
So I don't really have to compete.
Right. Got a
do I?
point.
Now, I'm not saying that about one particular artist to win anything, but I've always been the headliner.
Right.
From the very beginning.
From the beginning.
From the beginning.
Word.
So I'm not saying that to diss or not saying to anything, but I don't go on stage to say I'm gonna outdo this person or outdo that person or outdo this person. I don't want one person leaving the show saying, "Oh, he was just all right." Yeah, that's my motivation. It's never really been to try to this, because ain't nobody ever gonna be Stevie Wonder.
Right.
Ain't nobody ever gonna be Marvin Gaye.
Right.
All I can do is be the best Brian I can be every time somebody pays their money to see me. So hopefully they'll continue to come and spend their money to see me.
Oh, they gonna do that, man. You 15 albums in,
well,
dog.
There you go.
Everybody can't do that. 15 albums.
It's too many. It's too many. I think sometimes you can do too much. And
how do you know when you're doing too much?
You don't.
Okay.
That's the thing about life. You don't. There is no blueprint that somebody else has had that fits your life. Your life is your life, and you can try to imitate or you can try to do other things, but you get to these crossroads, you make this decision. And I read a great quote this morning that said that, ultimately all of your decisions in the past are what's the architect for your present.
Was that Reverend Run? He be saying shit like that.
God is love, Rev, run.
Yo, I got a cousin, right?
Right.
Named Stacy. She's a stripper in in St. Louis, and she tell the same Brian McKnight story.
Well, I went to the Pink Slip one
yeah.
night. Yeah.
And she said you hit it and put her inside a hot tub and some more. We don't believe her. We think she is bullshitting.
Oh no, I didn't do any of that.
It's some bullshit.
She had a real big booty.
Yeah, she had a real big booty. She fine.
Light
If she
skin?
wasn't my cousin, I would have hit
Light
it.
skin too, right?
Yeah. She light skin, blonde hair.
Blonde hair. Yeah, it wasn't me.
Big titties make you want to beg
Wasn't-
for buttermilk.
it wasn't me.
But I don't like her like that because we cousins.
It wasn't me.
Hey, wasn't me.
Hold on, man. You just
It's funny
described
that
it.
people
On the low.
would listen to something that I would do and think that I wasn't getting some pussy.
Right. You got a point. Makes sense. And now that I think about it, right. Okay. Got you.
Isn't that interesting?
It's all
I found that to be very interesting. It's like I'm single. I'm, whatever. I travel all over the world.
Right.
But I don't get no pussy. Very
That
interesting.
doesn't make sense.
Very interesting.
Who is Brian McKnight?
Oh man, he's a complex. He's he's an oxymoron. That's who he is. Complex simplicity and simple complexity.
Word.
If you can figure it out from there, then we can move on.
Word. I figured it out. I think I got it, man.
Cool.
Is there anything you want to tell Thisis50 before we get up out of here, man?
I would say this, and I mean this from the heart. There are many decaffeinated brands in the market today that are just as tasty as the real thing. I mean it.
Like I always say, you just can't say you really something. You got to be Brian McKnight. We over when we out of here. Don't kiss them hoes in the mouth. Hey, do I have something in mind? Y'all go to commercial.
So much sweeter, sweeter, sweeter. You make it so much sweeter.